Like, bro, you know what I did recently? Look, I can show you guys right now. I I opened up my last engine a while ago. I wonder if this is gonna work. I'm I'm just I just find this insane that I made this from by myself from scratch. Hold on, where's my whatchamacallit? Because it's been so long since I even touched my engine that I forgot I even did all of this by myself. And it has controller support. So like it has different scenes, and then you could just like go around into it and rotate your ship, and you go around and you shoot objects, and then you open up a menu system and you could go to different slides. I had to build a whole UI manager. Like I already know everything I'm going to do for this engine. It's just like so I go inside, and it has a sub level with the texture that the world was. To get back out, you do this one. You see how these stars are rotating in a clockwise motion, and this one is a counterclockwise motion. And you go back out, and it pushes you out. You can go back to level 1. The camera follow is whack, and this is the final world that I was planning on doing. But anyways, this is a little bit better. And then there's a boss fight that for each world. There's so much stuff I had planned that I'm gonna do in this new. I'm gonna definitely port this into the new engine. But you go into it, and this is the actual gameplay. And I got particle systems with the camera shake and material. So you see the red lighting up and stuff like that when enemies get hit. And the UI system to show my health bar getting deleted. This shit's broken as fuck. You just keep going back and forth, and then mission complete. And then what happens is the particle systems of stars fly out of this thing, and the road to the next map, to the next star, gets lit up. There's so much shit that I put into this, man, and I'm so fucking happy. Like, when just going back to this after a long ass time, I'm like, god damn, dude, I did so much. And this is for one class. This is for Chris's class, Ethan, if you remember what that was called, GGP. And I did this in one semester, all the way from scratch. So, oh man, dude, it just feels so good. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to beat the world, and then something happens. Basically, what happens is when I beat the world, I'll get spit back out to the main hub world, and there's gonna be a camera shake, and then there's gonna be stars flying out of the world. I find it a little disrespectful that you're not using my overlay. For what? What overlay? This is my engine, not like the Unity thing. I think I remember you sending me that overlay, but my engine doesn't handle VFX stuff yet. This is not Unity. This is like my actual engine, Froz. Like the one I built from scratch. Anyways, this is the boss world, and I beat it. So what should happen next is I'm gonna get spit out to the main hub world, a little screen shake, and now that world is complete. And what would have happened is I think I had all the worlds turned on. That's why you guys can see them. But all of the rest of the worlds would be locked. I just turned them on for the sake of like debugging and stuff like that. But they all use the same level layout. But what I can program, each scene is their own like script. So I could have made each one have like multiple star world, like different like different star layouts and stuff like that. Because the cool thing I did is that these little line traces to the next level are all generated when you load up the world. So I can have these stars placed around, but they link to each other like nodes. So these guys right here, these little yellow things, connect no matter where I put the next one is. So I never have to do my calculations to each star. It just does it by itself. And it's so fucking good because I never have to do that myself, and I'm very happy. about it. So I can make a whole bunch of... I wish I had something that would show you something different. They're all the same. Also, I like the particle effect that happens here. Again, you could see the little breaks in it. I don't know what I was doing there, but like it's pretty smooth. Let me go get beta tools or leaking you, bro. I don't know what you're talking about with this. Sorry, but that's not even it, dude. So then on top of it, this is just one scene. So I have 2 games actually loaded into my engine right now. In my first ever engine, I made Tetris in there. And what I did was I just took that Tetris game and brought it into my game, and it worked perfectly fine as a scene. So I go back to my main scene, which I can move around normally, and then I go press my numpads to go through each. This is a different scene that I was doing. I was trying to make this is my test scene actually, where I was testing out a particle effect system for snow, and then trying to do a third-person camera, which doesn't really work per se because I still go through. There's no like camera collisions and shit like that, but it focuses, and you can shoot. Why is it shooting from my camera? I'm not exactly sure what's happening there, but yeah. I don't have instance rendering in, so I know damn well this shit's about to lag like a bitch sooner or later. So that was that one. Does this do anything? What else can I do? There's supposed to be jumping, if I remember correctly. There you go. But I'm colliding with this, so this thing spawns in already colliding with the floor. So that's why I have to hop really long to get out of that. Anyways, where is that? This is just another test scene that I was working in, making sure that I think this is like testing out my specular on stuff. So making sure that things can reflect off my objects and shit like that. So this is the test case right here, that this has more specular to it than this triangle does, and this ball. And this is actually this is also another test scene to see if I can load in a whole entire mesh of this is a Mario Kart level. Like, I don't remember which level this is, but I think this is like Star or something. I don't remember which level this is, but this is a Mario Kart level that I took. That I just grabbed the object, and I want to see, because when you port in an object, it has multiple meshes to the same Rainbow Road. There you go. Thank you, Carlos. Yes. It has multiple meshes in the model itself. So this was me testing out if I can load in a whole entire model based off of multiple meshes. And so this is what it came out to, and it came out perfect. Jesus, dude, I never realized how much work you actually did. I'm inspired, but I know I don't be able to do this. Not enough motivation, just dedication. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. I've built 4 engines so far. Honestly, I wish I could show you the other engine I made. I wish I could show you, demo all my engines, dude. Do I have another part to this? Hold on. Here we go. So this is, I'm getting so excited because I was so proud of each of my engines. So this is actually my first ever engines game ported to my 3rd engine.